esteemed guests, partners and friends. As we open the meeting today, some of you will have seen the video that was being played. The founding of the ICC has always been inspiring, an important event. A small group of visionary businessmen, they came together to define rules and standards for extending cross-border trade, which is something that we're all looking at doing at the moment. Their efforts not only shaped the future of global trade, but also laid the foundation of something which is far greater and something that all of us as ICC members can be immensely proud of. These pioneers, they united in the aftermath of the First World War, and it was specifically to define the principles of global commerce. Now, they believed in a far more profound message, though, which is that trade brings prosperity, prosperity reduces poverty, and prosperity fosters peace and goodwill. What we've seen in the news today is very worrying about global peace, and I certainly hope that will not develop further than we're seeing at the moment. Today, as we gather here in Dubai, and we're really seeing the world of trade and commerce having problems which were referred to by other people earlier. All I would like to say about that is that the theme of this conference, Connecting the Trade World, Shaping the Future, is really a testament to what can be done with innovation and collaboration, which is what we're doing here together. Indeed, we are connected here in this magnificent auditorium of Dubai Chambers. I understand that we have participants from something like 42 countries of the world. That's an extraordinary testament to what we are doing together here. And I think it shows that by collaborating, we will better change the way trade is conducted. China Systems, I won't talk too much about the company, but China Systems, we've been a proud ICC member since the creation of the ICC UAE in 2004. And the Banking Commission was the first commission that was set up under the UAE chapter, and it's developed from a small group of dedicated professionals into a very influential ICC national body now, which promotes global trade and also promotes the establishment of Dubai and the UAE as a leading trade hub, something that Jamal has already mentioned earlier. As Jamal mentioned, UAE is the fastest growing trade centre, or one of the fastest growing trade centres in the world. It's due to its cutting edge, the logistical and financial infrastructure that we have here, something that I've seen grow dramatically. I've actually lived in Dubai since 1982, so I've seen immense change in that period of time, and Dubai has changed from a happy and contented village into a global metropolis now, which is very impressive to see. Getting down to the agenda now, which is perhaps more important, it's very clear that digitalization and technology is at the heart of the meeting. The ultimate objective is, of course, to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of global trade operations. But what we're seeing here, with the significant part of the agenda being the pioneering work of the ICC Digital Standards Initiative, that to me is the main pillar of success for changing trade as we see it now in the world. And we should be very grateful to have Pamela with us, who will, well, she's put in years of dedication and hard work. The only thing I'll say about ourselves is that as a technology provider, it's very encouraging to see what's going on. I'm going to say something that a lot of you might wryly smile at, but digitalization is a game changer, a very overused phrase. But in the case of what we're talking about now, digitalization will transform how trade is conducted. It'll empower banks, financial institutions and businesses to develop trade through an expanded trade network globally. This will be particularly important in regions that have not had access to that community. I think what is being done now will create the intent is to create a community which is accessible to the whole world. And while trade digitalization will not necessarily on its own close the global trade finance gap, it will certainly help narrow it. And that is something that we're hoping to see now. It's very critical for the developing world, as I mentioned. And the developing world sees unlocking trade finance as the difference between economic stagnation and prosperity. And it's also extremely important in the objectives of this conference that to have a connected trade world but one that is transparent and open to all nations and geographies of the world who are involved in trade. I really feel that we were to the issues with the state of the world, there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment, a lot of fear, and really the news today has been worrying as well. Whether it's in trade finance or business in general, conflict has no place in the visions of the merchants of peace that we mentioned earlier. And I believe it has no place in our own vision in where the world is going. So with that, I just hope that you have a very productive and insightful conference. There's many members of the China Systems team here, and some will be speaking in sessions in this afternoon. And finally, perhaps most importantly, our Managing Director, Graham Clark, looks forward to welcoming you to the evening cocktail reception, where you can really unwind and celebrate the important work that we're all carrying out together. When in the future we look back at this time, it will be seen as a very key moment in evolution of trade services, and hopefully for the better. Okay, so thank you very much.